שבת היום, היום לשם, שבת היום לשם. ולבו עלי בניי, ועדנו מדניי. שבת היום, היום לשם, שבת היום לשם. לעמל קירו דרור ונתתי את ברכתי, אישה אלך אותה לצרור, לגלות על יום שמחתי. בגדי שש עם שני להתבוננו מזקניי. שבת היום, היום לשם, שבת היום לשם. לעשות את דבר אסתר, וחישבו עם הקונה, לשלם החול ויותר. ביטחו בי אמוני ושטויי נשמניי. שבת היום, היום לשם, שבת היום לשם. ולבו עלי בניי, ועדנו מדניי. שבת היום, היום לשם, שבת היום לשם. חזק קרייתי אל אלוקים עליון, והשב את נבתי בשמחה ובהיגיון. ישוררו שם רנניי, לוויי וכהניי, ואז תתענג על השם. שבת היום לשם. ולבו עלי בניי, ועדנו מדניי. שבת היום, היום לשם, שבת היום לשם. שלא אכלנו, צומי שלא אכלנו, צומי שלא אכלנו, ברכו אמוני, צבנו ואותנו כדבר אדוני. צומי שלא אכלנו, ברכו אמוני, צבנו ואותנו כדבר אדוני. הזן, 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 הזן את עולמו, הזן, 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 הזן את עולמו, הזן את עולמו. ראינו אבינו, ואכלנו את יחמו ואינו שתינו, על כן נודה לשמו נהללו בפינו. אמרנו וענינו קדוש כאדוני. צומי שלא אכלנו, צומי שלא אכלנו, צומי שלא אכלנו, ברכו אמוני, צבנו ואותנו כדבר אדוני. צומי שלא אכלנו, ברכו אמוני, צבנו ואותנו כדבר אדוני. בשיר בשיר בשיר, בשיר וכל תודה, בשיר בשיר בשיר, בשיר וכל תודה, בשיר וכל תודה. נברך לאלוקינו על ארץ חמדתו, אשר הנחיל אבותינו, מה טוב משלו, משלו אכלנו, צאו משלו, משלו אכלנו, צאו משלו אכלנו, ברכו אמוני, צבנו והותרנו כדבר אדוני, צאו משלו אכלנו, ברכו אמוני, צבנו והותרנו כדבר אדוני. רחם 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 בחסדך, רחם 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 בחסדך, רחם בחסדך עמך צורנו, עד ציון משכן כבודך, זבול בית תפארתנו, בן דוד עבדך יבוא ויגאלנו, רוח אבינו משיח אדוני. צאו משלו, משלו אכלנו, צאו משלו, משלו אכלנו, צאו משלו אכלנו, ברכו אמוני, צבנו והותרנו כדבר אדוני. צאו משלו אכלנו, ברכו אמוני, צבנו והותרנו כדבר אדוני. ייבנה 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 המקדש, ייבנה 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 המקדש, ייבנה המקדש, שיר ציון תמלא, ושם נשיר שיר חדש, וברננה נעלה, הרחמן הנקדש יתברך ויתעלה, על כוס יין מלא כברכת אדוני. צאו משלו, משלו אכלנו, צאו משלו, משלו אכלנו, צאו משלו אכלנו, ברכו אמוני, צבנו והותרנו כדבר אדוני. צאו משלו אכלנו, ברכו אמוני, צבנו והותרנו כדבר אדוני.
ברוך אל עליון אשר נתננו חיים, לנפשנו פדיון משד ואנחה, והוא ידרוש לציון עיר הנידחה. עד אנה התוגיון נפש נאנחה, השומר שבת הבן עם הבת, לאל ירצו כמנחה על מחבת, השומר שבת הבן עם הבת, לאל ירצו כמנחה על מחבת. רוכב ערבות מלך עולמים, את עמו לשבות יזן בנעימים, במחנה ירבות במיני מטעמים, במלבושי כבוד זבח משפחה, השומר שבת הבן עם הבת, לאל ירצו כמנחה למחבת, השומר שבת הבן עם הבת לאל ירצו כמנחה על מחבת ואשרי כל חוכר לתשלומי חפל מת כל צוחר שוכן בערפל נחלה לא יזכר בהר ובשפל נחלה ומנוחה כשמש לא זרחה השומר שבת הבן עם הבת לאל ירצו כמנחה על מחבת השומר שבת הבן עם הבת לאל ירצו כמנחה על מחבת כל שומר שבת כדת מחלל נכשר חיבת קודש גורלו ואם יצא חובת היום אשרי לו אל אדון מחוללו מנחה ישלוחה השומר שבת הבן עם הבת לאל ירצו כמנחה על מחבת השומר שבת הבן עם הבת לאל ירצו כמנחה על מחבת חמדת הימים קראו אל יצור ושלי תמימים אם ינצור כתר אילומים על ראשם יצור צור העולמים רוחו במנחה השומר שבת הבן עם הבת לאל ירצו כמנחה על מחבת השומר שבת הבן עם הבת לאל ירצו כמנחה על מחבת זכור את יום השבת לקדשו קרנו כי גברה נזר על ראשו כן ייתן האדם לנפשו עונג וגם שמחה בהם למושך השומר שבת הבן עם הבת כמנחה על מחבת השומר שבת הבן עם הבת לאל ירצו כמנחה על מחבת קודש היא לכם שבת המלכה אל תוך בתיכם להניח ברכה בכל מושבותיכם לא תעשו מלאכה בניכם ובנותיכם עבד וגם שפחה השומר שבת הבן עם הבת לאל ירצו כמנחה על מחבת השומר שבת הבן עם הבת לאל ירצו כמנחה על מחבת זה מכובד מכל ימים כי בו שבת צור עולמים זה מכובד מכל ימים כי בו שבת צור עולמים ששת ימים תעשה מלאכתך ביום השביעי לאלוקיך שבת לא תעשה בו מלאכה כי כל עשה ששת ימים יום זה מכובד מכל ימים כי בו שבת צור עולמים זה מכובד מכל ימים כי בו שבת צור עולמים ראשון הוא למקרא קודש יום שבתון יום שבת קודש על כן כל איש מיינו יקדש על שתי לחם יבצעו תמימים יום זה מכובד מכל ימים כי בו שבת צור עולמים יום זה מכובד מכל ימים כי בו שבת צור עולמים בכל משמעים שתי ממתקים כי אל ייתן לכל בוד דבקים בגד ללבוש לחם חוקים בשר ודגים בכל מטעמים מכל ימים כי בו שבת צור עולמים זה מכובד מכל ימים כי בו שבת צור עולמים לא תחסר כל בו ואכלת ושבעת וברכת את השם אלוקיך אשר אהבת כי יברכך מכל העמים יום זה מכובד מכל ימים כי בו שבת צור עולמים יום זה מכובד מכל ימים כי כי בו שבת צור עולמים. השמיים מספרים כבודו וגם הארץ מלאכיו דורהו, כי כל אלה עשתה ידו, כי הוא הצור פועלו תמים. יום זה מכובד מכל ימים, כי בו שבת צור עולמים. יום זה מכובד מכל ימים, כי בו שבת צור עולמים. מזמור לדוד, השם רואי לו אחסר, בנאות דשא ירביצני, על מי מנוחות ינעלני. נפשי ישובר ינחני במעגלי צדק למען שמו, גם כי אלך בגיא למוות, לא כי אתה עמדי, כי אתה עמדי. שבטך ומשענתך, שבטך ומשענתך, שבטך ומשענתך, המה ינחמוני. תערוך לפני שולחן, תערוך לפני שולחן, תערוך לפני שולחן, נגד צורריי. דשנת ושמן ראשי, דשנת ושמן ראשי, דשנת ושמן ראשי, כוס ירוויה. אך טוב, אך טוב החסד ירדפוני כל ימי חיי, ושבתי לבית השם, ושבתי בבית השם, יארך ימים. לי 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 לי
Everyone come on in, and like to invite everyone to sit towards the center and towards the front of the sanctuary rather than being way back in the corner. Let's be close together. Come on, everybody, come towards the middle, please. The whole idea of a minyan and coming together is to be a community together, not sitting far away, but coming close.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone at home. Shabbat shalom. I forgot to change my dance shoes, so excuse my dance shoes. And thank you so much for dancing with us. It was fun. We dance 2-3 times a week here at Temple, and everyone is invited. And if you're a beginner, 5:30 on Wednesdays is perfect because we teach and we review. And you can come and be a part and do the things, the dances that we just did, and more.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Once again, turn to the person on your right and say Shabbat shalom. Turn to the person on your left and say Shabbat shalom. What a novel way for us to come into the sanctuary. We thank Lindy for teaching us a few dances and snaking us in with dance. What a way to gather the community together. So it's Shabbat Alive, and it's so good to have you all here. Did you enjoy the cookies and cake? Mm-hmm. We're going to continue our service now with the lighting of the candles for Shabbat, and we're inviting Linda Long and Mary Ann to come, Messenger, to come forward together to share the honor of lighting candles in honor, believe it or not, of their 75th birthdays, which are in the weeks ahead. And before we light the Shabbat candles, we have a third candle that we have been lighting, just like many congregations around the world, in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Israel at this difficult time. So we light that candle first, and then Shabbat candles.
Sorry.
Take your time, it's okay.
You're kidding, I'm running as it is.
Took our
She
people
said she's
40
running.
years to get through the desert to the promised land. We can wait.
Who's next?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And I don't know if Lindy did, but I'd like to welcome all our friends who are joining us this evening from home on the live stream. It's so good to have you with us and for us to be together in this way as one Kehillah Kedoshah, one holy community.
And thank you, Marianne and Linda, and happy birthday. We'll sing later.
And once again, this is Shabbat Alive, a family-oriented service, so we have a short liturgy and a great story to tell and a few surprises tonight as well. Our service continues on page 9 in our Siddur, and we rise either physically or in spirit as we join together in Baruch Hu.
La 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 la, 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 la 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 la. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yalalai lai lai, 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 yalalai lai lai.
Whenever we're teaching Shema in our religious school, we always emphasize that Shema means, anyone remember? To hear or to listen. That's right. And then we ask, well, how do we listen? And the first answer, of course, is with our ears. But are there other ways that we can listen? With our hearts, opening our hearts. And are there other ways to listen? With our minds. We want to open our minds. And concentrate and think about what these words are trying to teach us. And if we're listening, it means we're not talking. Because when we're talking, we're not listening. Thinking about the words of this prayer that teach us that God is one. That one God creates the planets and the stars and the earth and the sky and the water and the plants and the animals and every human being, every one of us, all the product of one creator. And therefore, we are all connected to one another and to all things. Shema.
Bottom of page 9, bottom. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated. And we continue on page 11 with Mi Hamocha. Mi Hamocha Ba'elim Adonai. Mi Kamocha Ne'edar Ba'kodesh. Nora Tehilot. Osei Felech, Osei Felech. Nora Tehilot. Osei Felech, Osei Felech. Mi Hamocha Ba'elim Adonai. Mi Hamocha Ne'edar Ba'kodesh. We continue on page 13 and we rise either physically or in spirit as we chant together the Amidah.
Bottom of the page, 13. Na 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 svatai tiftach. Na 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 ufi agi tehilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 svatai tiftach. Na 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 ufi agi tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei avotenu ve'imoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Leah Elohei Rachel Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'konei Hakol Ve'zocher Chasdei Avot ve'imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem Lema'an Shemo ve'ahava. Melech ozer u'moshia u'magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, me'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechaye hakol. Atah rav lehoshia, mechakel chayim bechesed, mechaye hakol berachamim rabim. Tzomech noflim verofeh cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato b'shenei afar. Michamocha ba'al gevurot, umido melech, melech memid, umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman nata l'chachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom, yehallelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh.
Please be seated. We have all these prayers in our Siddur, in our prayer book, and each one of them contains wisdom of the ages. And every prayer service is like a Jewish history lesson, from creation through redemption. Ancestors, our patriarchs and matriarchs, they're all there. And we learn, and we're inspired each time we read these words. But we'd like to take a few moments so that each of us can look inward and spend a few quiet moments praying silently or simply meditating, thinking about the week that's passed and the promise of this Shabbat, a day of rest. So let us take a few quiet moments as we turn inward for Tfilat Halev, the prayer of the heart.
Sing a song of peace, O say shalom. I think it's on page 20. 19. Second song on the page. Let's sing together. Oh, say shalom. Bimroma. Oh, say shalom. Bimroma. Hu yaseh, hu yaseh shalom. Hu yaseh, shalom. Hu yaseh shalom. Alleluia. May the one who makes peace, may the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May
we certainly need prayers and songs about peace during this time. Well, I mentioned we're going to have a few surprises, and the first one's going to happen right now. So when a new child comes into the world, in our Jewish world, we want to welcome them. And it's done in a service of covenanting. We welcome them into the covenant of the Jewish people. For a Jewish boy, that's supposed to happen on the 8th day of life, accompanied by a little procedure. That doesn't happen with a girl. But we enter our girls into the covenant in the same way. And for both our sons and our daughters, we name them. And we give them Hebrew names that connect them to the traditions of our people. And today, Lila Lip, who's about to be 3, it's never too late. We're inviting her. And Lila, would you bring your mom up onto the bima, and your sister and your brother and your aunts and your uncles and your grandparents, everyone who's connected to Lila, come on up onto the bima and join us for this ceremony of naming as we officially welcome Lila into the covenant of our people. Here she is. All you guys come and stand right here. And everybody take one of these sheets that has a special blessing that we're going to recite together. Here we go. Lila. Okay. So let's have Lila come and be front and center right here. Brucha haba'a b'shem Adonai. Blessed is she who comes in the name of God. And a beautiful poem. Every child comes into the world with a message that God is not discouraged with us. For with every child comes the hope of new possibilities. Every child brings fresh energy into the world, no exception with Lila. For greater fulfillment and purpose to all the lives that surround it. Each new soul is testimony to our conviction that we still believe that life is good, that life is worthwhile, and that even in these tough times, there is always, always hope. That hope is our celebration. We give that hope today a new name. Now, there's never any guarantee that the child who's being named is going to be quiet. And that's quite all right. I'll just speak louder. Now, somebody is not here with us today, but I'm pretty sure that he's watching us on the YouTube, and that's Lila. Wave to your daddy. You see the camera there? Say hi. Hi, Daddy. Bill, because unfortunately his work took him in the other direction today. He was supposed to be here, but at the last minute they sent him off to Texas. But he's with us on the live stream, and he's certainly with us in spirit. And now, let's join together in this special family blessing. Ready? Go. May the one who blessed our mothers and our fathers bless Lila as we welcome her today into the covenant. May we merit to teach her and raise her with the values and heritage of the generations. May the deeds of her hands be faithful to humanity, showing compassion and love and kindness. And may your heart be a heart of wisdom. And Lila joins a proud tradition of the Nosnell family here at Temple Israel, standing in this spot where her aunts and her uncle all celebrated their bar and bat mitzvah, where they all stood here as confirmation students, where they were all here just about every Friday night, well, mostly hanging out over in Rosenberg Hall with all the kids, but coming up here in leaps and bounds for Kiddush every Friday. Do you remember those days? Yeah. And today, we are so happy and proud to officially welcome Lila into the covenant of the Jewish people that goes all the way back to the very first Jews, Abraham and Sarah. She is a part of that proud tradition, just as she is a part of this proud tradition of her family. And so, let's give her her name officially. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu kayam et hayalda hazot la'aviha ula'ima v'yikarei shema b'Yisrael Lila bat Yochana. Our God and God of our mothers and fathers, sustain this child through her parents' loving care. Let her be known among our people Israel by the name Lila bat Yochana. Now, with so many of our children, they have an all-the-time name, Tiffany or Beth, or something that's an English name, and so we give them a Hebrew name to connect them to the tradition. But Lila, her name is already Hebrew. Did you know that? Everyone say Lila. At nighttime, right before we go to bed, we say to our loved ones, Lila Tov. Can you say that? Lila Tov means good night. Lila means night. And it's a beautiful, beautiful Hebrew name. And when we choose names for our children, we often choose special names to remember loved ones. We name them after a special relative who we want to honor. And we're doing that kind of in a roundabout way with Lila. So Bill, her father, his mother was Kim. And she always, always loved the name Lila. And she always, always said, if I have a daughter, I'm going to name her Lila. But Kim had 3 sons. She never got to use the name, but it's something that was remembered, her affection for that name. And Joan told me when Lila was born and she saw her for the first time, it just seemed to fit. It was the perfect name for her. And so it is as a way of remembering Kim, her grandmother of blessed memory. May Lila's name be a source of joy to her and inspire her to serve our people and all humankind. May her mom and dad rejoice in her growth of body and soul, as well as the whole family. As they have brought her into the covenant, so may they, with wisdom and lots of patience, lead her to the study of Torah, to a life of good deeds, and to a marriage worthy of God's blessing. And let us all say, Amen. And we have we bless our children in some families every Friday night, and especially at this moment, with the blessing that was spoken thousands of years ago by the Kohanim, the priests in the ancient temple in Jerusalem. And we lift our hands. And why don't you guys do this with me? Come, let's get connected. Everyone stand close. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panecha uvichunecha. May God's face smile upon you and be gracious unto you. Yisa Adonai, Panav Elecha, V'yasem Lecha, Shalom. May God smile down upon you today and in all the days of your life. And may you be surrounded always with the love of your family, with the friendships you make in community. Right here at Temple Israel. And may you be blessed with shalom, with wholeness, contentment, and peace. Beautiful. Now let's all join together in the blessing we say at all happy occasions, thanking God for giving us life, for sustaining us, and bringing us to celebrate this special time.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו בזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו בזמן הזה.
May Lila be a blessing to her family, to our community, and to the whole world.
Amen.
We have a special certificate for you with Lila's name and a beautiful picture of Noah's Ark and the animals. Oh, a rainbow. And I hope that you'll put it in a frame and put it on the wall and remember this special day. And everyone, you'll have to meet Lila after the service. When she smiles, she looks just like her mommy, but she has the most beautiful brown eyes, and we love her to pieces.
As they go down, let's wish them Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, and Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, and Siman Tov, Siman Tov.
Mazel tov and mazel tov and siman tov, Yehelanu, 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 U'lakol Am Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, U'lakol Am Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, U'lakol Am Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, U'lakol Am Yisrael. We say Mazel Tov to Bill in Texas tonight. And we continue with a special blessing that we like to say every Shabbat for good health and for strength and for healing for our friends and our family who need whatever help and strength that we can bring to them with our visits, our phone calls, or a meal. And those of you who are joining us from home, we invite you to send in the chat the names of loved ones who you'd like to add to the blessing. On our list this Shabbat is Raquel Lipkin, Ann Porteous, Diane Dakin, Randy Watkins, Gabby Lopez-Smith, Victor Altman, Samantha Porteous, John Kaplan, Barry Klein, Brooke Hall, Cremilda Tamez, Charlene Gross, Joseph Mayer, Leslie Hirschfield, Judy Platt, Jacob Tannenbaum, Barbara Nachman, Michael Sheets, Liam Ledesma, Michael Hall, Bill Meyer, Laura Muro, Jim Morris, Sherwin Sobel, Orrin Davis, Cindy Rentz, Don Gonzanga, Hananya Moss, Bill Whitmer, and Autumn Larrick. And I invite everyone here, if there are names that you'd like to add to the Misha Barak, please say the names aloud.
Dave Reichel. Top of page 23, please. And Rebecca Williams.
And we add to those names mentioned aloud, those of us here and those of you at home who are in need of these same blessings of Refuat HaNefesh and Refuat HaGuf for healing of mind and body and spirit. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofeh HaCholim. Blessed are you, O God, who heals the sick.
Amen.
So, a story. Ari, I'm going to go down here. You ready to follow me? There was a rabbi, as in so many of these stories, and he lived a long, long time ago, and his name was Reb Zusia. Can you say Reb Zusia? And Reb Zusia once went on a journey, and in those days that meant walking a lot. And after walking and walking and walking, the night was coming on, and Reb Zusia was getting tired. Can we do tired? Come on, everybody, show me a yawn and a big stretch. Oh, come on, Lila. Oh, I'm tired. And so we needed to find a place to spend the night. In those days, they didn't have fancy hotels. They didn't even have Motel 6. But what they did have was inns. And you would go to an inn, and you would pay a couple of kopecks. You know, it wasn't that much money, like a few bucks. And you wouldn't get a fancy room, but you were lucky if you got a bed. and a warm meal. So Reb Zusia, because he was so tired, began to look for an inn, and he found one, and sure enough, he paid the innkeeper a couple of kopecks. Can you make the noise of the money? Clink, clink, clink. And he had a bed, and he sat down and had a warm meal, and he was feeling pretty good. And then Reb Zusia, and he was in a great big room, he looked up and he saw hanging from the ceiling a great big bird cage. I know you're thinking, what's with a rabbi and birds? The last time you told a story about birds, but let's go with it anyway. Can you see the bird cage? What kind of birds are in that cage? Can you name a bird? There's a bluebird. I think there's a bluebird in there. What's another kind of bird? What kind of bird? What? Yeah, I don't know. A big bird? A big bird? Is there a sparrow in there? Can you see the eagle? Can you make the name of a hawk? I mean the sound of a hawk? This bird cage was an ostrich. That's a big bird cage. But imagine this bird cage hanging from the ceiling, and it was filled with birds. Now, you would imagine that such a thing, a bird cage filled with birds, would there be a lot of noise coming out of that cage, right? And maybe a lot of activity going on. But it was silent. And Rabbi Zusia got up on a chair to look inside, and he was surprised and he was sad to see that there were so many birds in that cage, and they were so sad because they couldn't fly, they couldn't play, and they were hanging up so high they couldn't even look out the window of the inn and see the sun. And Reb Zusia thought to himself, that's not right. Birds don't belong in a cage. Birds should be free, flying in the air, nesting on the top of trees, finding worms, or whatever they like to eat. And a heaviness came on Zusia's heart as he thought, this is not right. And he remembered in Jewish tradition, one of the most important commandments in our tradition is setting free the captive. Pidyon Shavuyim. And Reb Zusia decided right then and right there that he knew what he had to do. It was a really high cage, so he took a table. Can you help me shove it? Ready? I'm going to hear you shoving the table, please. A little bit louder, please. Let's not get a hernia. I already did that. And he climbed up on the chair, and then he got up on the table. Whoops. And it was still a little bit too high, so he got up on his tippy toes, and he could just reach the door of the cage, and he flew it open, and guess what happened? That's right. The birds noticed that the door was open, and Zusia got off the table, and he ran and he opened the door of the inn, and he said, "Come on, birds!" And they flew out of the cage, and they flew right out the door of the inn, and off into the sky they went. The birds were free! The birds were free! I don't know why I'm doing this, but it's fun. I'm getting ready for Purim. And the innkeeper, at that very moment, came into that big room and saw the bird cage now open, and all his birds were gone. What do you think he said and did? He said, "What did you do? Those are my birds! started chasing Zusi around the room. And he couldn't catch him, so he grabbed his broom. And he was swinging his broom at Reb Zusia. And so Reb Yusa ran out the door after the birds. Oh my God, keep running. He outran the innkeeper and found himself now in an open field. And looked up and saw the moon and the stars and the beautiful nighttime sky. He didn't have any more money for a bed in an inn, but he didn't care. He laid down and he looked up at those stars and he remembered another teaching, that even the flies and even the gnats and even the smallest bugs are all created by God. Just like those birds, and just like us. And people need to be free. That's why we have that commandment, to free the captives. Now, all of us know that right now, far away from here, over in Israel, are many people who need to be set free. Some of them in this last week, thankfully, were set free, and we are so happy and we rejoice. You want to help me tell the story? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And I think we all know about our Shabbat table with places for each of those who need to be set free. In the days to come, we're going to move the posters with the pictures and the names of those who have been freed, and we're going to put them over by our Simcha tree, the tree that celebrates happy events in the life of our congregation. Bar mitzvahs and weddings and anniversaries and namings, because what a celebration their freedom is, that they're back with their families. Now, some of them are not yet free, and so tonight, right now, we're going to invite all of us to go into the room, and you have to look carefully. Make sure you're only grabbing a poster of someone who still needs to be set free, not the ones who are free. There's a little piece of paper that says welcome home. Leave those on the table, but grab one or two of the posters with the names and the pictures of people who are still not free. And we're going to bring them into the sanctuary, and we're going to attach them to the pews on either side, there and there. And then we'll come back together and complete our service.
I just want to, before you do it, so each poster is put on a chair with a pin. So be very careful and pick the pin up with the poster, leave it in there, and then they should be able to go right into these first 3 pews on this side and the first 3 pews on this side. And let's not go around the projector screens. Let's do it from this end so that we stay safe. Okay, so now we ask you to go ahead and please look at the name of the hostage and keep them in your heart.
Offer our own prayer that these beautiful people will be set free in the weeks to come, and remembering that freeing the captives is a very important Jewish value.
And let's try and do it quietly. our hope is to bring all of the hostages over, so if you go back and see there are any left, feel free.
Turn to page 25 in our Siddur, and we rise either physically or in spirit as we join together in Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'ateit gedula l'yotzeh breshit, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר וחיה אדוני למלך
This is very powerful, isn't it?
We invite those at home, if you are in mourning, in the first year of mourning, either in the Shiva or the Shloshim or the Shana, we invite you to send the names to us so that we can bring them into this holy space. And those of us here who might be in mourning, whether it's Shiva or Shloshim or Shana, we invite you to stand and to share with us the name of your precious loved one. Any recent deaths? The following are the names of loved ones who have Yortzeit, the anniversary of their death sometime in the week ahead. If I say the name of your loved one, we invite you to stand. We remember with love Werner Kahn, Alan Singer, Florence Bernhard, Harry Cutler, Abraham Markowitz, Charlotte Gilden, Charlotte Lurie, Ethel Berger, Ida Blumenfeld Cohen, Al Sider, Helen Sider, Ida Fielkow, Sarah Miller, Lillian Gottlieb, Alfred Wolf, and Benjamin Taylor. Is there anyone else present who's observing Yortzeit? Zichronam Livracha, may the memory of all these precious loved ones be for a blessing and a never-ending source of strength.
And I add Nathan Corin, Craig Corin, and Laura Lipner.
And may their memories be for a blessing. And we hold in our hearts all those who have died in the conflict in Israel and Gaza, so many defending our nation, and so many innocent souls caught up in the violence. As we remember each week the 6 million, so many who left no one behind during the Holocaust, to remember them and to say Kaddish for them. We take them into our hearts along with our own loved ones who have died, and we turn to page 26 and rise for Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, b'yamad divrach hirutei v'yamlik malchutei, b'chayachon v'yomechon, u'b'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agalah v'zman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lomei amaya. Yitvarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudisha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, da'amiram b'yomam v'imru, amen. Yehi shmaman rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Osei shalom b'imromam, Uya say shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, and comfort to the bereaved among us. And let us say,
Amen.
Please be seated. And I invite Deborah Blinder to come onto the bima, member of our board of directors and our second vice president, to share, our first vice president, to share our announcements for this Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you to Ari, as always, for connecting us with our friends at home through the live stream. And thank you to Andy Bernhard for the beautiful flowers in loving memory of his mother, Florence Schindler Bernhard. Hanukkah begins this Thursday. Can you believe it? The shop has Hanukkah candles, menorahs, gifts, books, toys, and more. We'll be open Sunday from 9 to 1 and Wednesday from 4 to 6 p.m. And if those times don't work for you, see me and we'll work something out. Our congregational Hanukkah celebration and dinner is on Sunday, December 10th at 5 p.m. The celebration is open to everyone who wishes to attend. Reservations are required for the dinner and can be made on our website. Please, if you do want to stay for dinner, reserve your spot by midnight this Sunday. And that's about it. Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah.
And I have one more announcement to make. Raphael Pazzo, who's sitting in the back row, wave Raphael, and his wife Susan is here. Raphael, later this month, is headed to Israel, where he's volunteering in a very special program called Sar'el, which takes volunteers from all around the world and places them on army bases to do volunteer work. They're not there as soldiers, they're there to support the soldiers in the important work that they do. And Raphael has made a wonderful offer to all of us, and that is to write a letter, or several letters if you want, to Israeli soldiers, thanking them for their service, thanking them for their courage, thanking them for the sacrifice that they're making being away from their homes and their families for so long, defending the state of Israel. So address your letter to Dear IDF Soldier, since we don't know the names of who these letters are going to. Dear IDF Soldier, and express your support and appreciation, and then sign your letter with your name, and perhaps say Temple Israel Stockton. So
Or wherever
the
you're
soldiers
from.
know where these letters are coming from. But one other point, please keep in mind that the IDF, Israel's Defense Forces, has not only Jewish soldiers. There are Arab Christian soldiers, there are Druze soldiers, there are Baha'is and Buddhists and Circassians. There's all the fabric of Israeli life. Many of them volunteer and serve in the army. So don't sign your letter Happy Hanukkah. Okay? But wish them, good health and safety, and again, thank them for the important work that they're doing defending our people and the state of Israel.
When do we need to have
And bring them back to Temple.
My suggestion is bring them here by December 21st or so that we have them in that 22nd, by December 22nd, and that way we can get them to Raphael.
By 5 p.m. On the 22nd.
Yes, by 5 p.m. Okay.
And Raphael is going to take them with him to Israel and distribute them to the soldiers.
Hand deliver them.
Hand delivered
Thank
to the
you,
soldiers.
Raphael.
Thank you, Raphael. That's such a special thing. And now, does anyone have a simcha, a birthday, anniversary, burn the mortgage? If so, come on up to the bima. And everybody else, please stand and come and stand close around the foot of the bima for our final song.
If the Nasnau family Nip wants to come back up, you can.
Ojava shalom aleinu, Ojava shalom aleinu, ve'achulam. Ojava shalom aleinu, Ojava shalom aleinu, Ojava shalom aleinu, ve'achulam. Salam, salam aleinu, ve'achol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Salam, salam aleinu ve'achol ha'olam. Salam, Shalom Aleinu, Ojav Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam.
What are we celebrating here? Gabriella's
Gabriella's
birthday.
birthday tomorrow. Oh, and Marianne's 75th and Linda's 75th, so I think we need to sing happy birthday. Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, and many, many more.
Now, normally we'd be doing Kiddush and Motzi, but we already did. So all that's left is to turn around to everyone joining us at home, and on the count of shalosh, wish them a Shabbat Shalom. Echad, shtayim, shalosh.
Shabbat Shalom. Have a great
Shabbat
week.
Shalom to everyone who is here, and
There might be some food left out there. I'm not
welcome
sure.
to whatever
Yes.
is left from the owner.
Thank you for coming.
Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Marabu. Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai,
Kulam bechokma asita, Kulam bechokma asita, Kulam bechokma asita,
Marabu. Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Mala
haaretz,
Mala
Mala haaretz,
Mala
Mala haaretz, Kinyanecha.
Marabu. Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Ma'asecha Adonai, Yai 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 The prairies, the flowers, the hills and the trees, the stars and the sunsets, the birds and the bees, the mountains, the rivers, the valleys, the streams, the oceans, the desert, and all living things, all living things, all living things. Marabu, Marabu, Ma'asecha, Marabu, Ma'asecha, Marabu, Ma'asecha, Marabu, Ma'asecha Adonai, Marabu, Ma'asecha, Marabu, Ma'asecha, Marabu, Ma'asecha, Marabu, Ma'asecha Adonai.